Hey everyone! Did you know that most humans have a higher intelligence than other animals? And yet within the animal kingdom, certain species share much DNA with humans and display quite a high level of intelligence. In this video, we'll be looking at 10 of the world's smartest animals. Before we get into the video, try to guess the 10 most intelligent animals on Earth. Take some wild guesses. Write your best guesses in the comments below, and then wait until the end to see how many you did or didn't get right. Let's see if anyone manages to guess all 10 animals 100% right, although that's a definite challenge. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to keep in touch with our latest uploads. That way you won't miss out on any future cool, educational nature videos. So let's begin. At number 10, we have rats. If you're surprised, you're not alone. Rats aren't exactly the first creature that comes to mind when the word intelligence pops up. But think about it. Which animal is used the most in scientific experiments? Where do you think the phrase lab rat comes from? Rats belong to the order Rodentia, under the genus Rattus. While these guys have underdeveloped brains compared to the other animals on this list, they display a remarkable ability to learn and develop memory. Laboratory rats can find their way out of complex mazes and remember processes involving multiple steps. In addition, they have a keen sense of smell and can easily be trained and domesticated. Rats are also quite social and prefer to hang out in pairs. When these rodents are left by themselves, they show signs of loneliness and anxiety. Rats can also pass on what they've learned via genetics, with the offspring of trained rats being smarter than their peers. At the number 9 spot is pigeons. This is likely another unexpected animal on the list. That's right, the same birds that hang out on stoops and coo a lot are actually super smart. Take a little trip down memory lane. Before telecommunication was invented, people in wars used to tie messages to trained pigeons, who then carried them to the recipients. Pigeons were both smart and brave messenger birds in the olden days. These birds belonged to the family Columbidae, the same as the white doves. They exhibit the same behavioral patterns as the animals in the number 10 spot, and are thus known as flying rats. However, they're far more advanced in intelligence than the number 10 rodents. Pigeons have significant self-awareness and can be trained to remember routes with their strong memories. This is why they were used as a means of communication before. Experiments have shown that pigeons can even identify the difference between two photos. Number 8 on the list is the bird with the biggest brain: crows. Crows belong to the genus Corvus. At first sight, they don't really exhibit any signs of intelligence. However, we've discovered them to be effective at using various tools. Have you ever heard that the fable about a crow putting rocks in the water jug to raise the volume? That's pretty smart. Some crows can even make a knife to hunt prey. It's no wonder that a group of crows is called a murder. Crows are also known to organize themselves in battle formation during fights with large predators. Some crows can mimic human speech, but not to the extent as number 5 on our list. Yes, this is a little hint. Crows also have really good memories, which they use to note human and other animal patterns. Coming in at number 7 are pigs. The pig belongs to the genus Sus and has a strong memory as well. They have a high self-awareness from an early age, in fact, earlier than with humans. Additionally, they use more than 20 sounds for the purposes of communication. So if you think they're just saying oink oink, you're mistaken. It's a lot more complicated than that. The communication ability enables them to work in groups, though they can also work well independently. The main reason that pigs are on this list is their emotional intelligence. Mother pigs actually sing to their children just like human moms. They also demonstrate more empathetic traits than most of the other animals on the list. Studies show that they respond to the emotions and can recognize happiness and anger as well as other emotions. We're almost halfway through the list now, and at number 6 are underwater animals: octopi. Belonging to the class of Cephalopoda, the octopus is well known for its defense mechanisms. It can identify predators quite easily and camouflage itself in its own ink. This level of defensive intelligence is quite uncommon in the animal kingdom. Octopi are heavily developed in both short-term and long-term memory. They can memorize routes and solve mazes just like rats. In addition, they can be trained to identify patterns. Octopi could honestly be the stars of a show called Prison Break, as they're known for escaping from aquariums and other captive zones. And these smart marine animals don't go for haphazard attempts. Instead, they take time to create intelligent plans of escape. It doesn't hurt that they have those 8 legs with suction cups, which prove quite dexterous, able to unscrew lids and the like. Now we reach the halfway point of the list. At number 5 are African gray parrots. The first oddly specific name on the list, this brilliant bird belongs to the genus Psittacus. It's the most intelligent among all avians. Able to mimic human speech, it stands apart from other types of parrots and animals in general. It can memorize a huge amount of vocabulary and even comprehend some of the words and their meanings. This parrot has an intellectual capacity which mirrors that of 4 to 6-year-old humans. It can identify patterns, shapes, colors, among other things, as well as differentiate between up, down, above, under, left, right, and much more. Additionally, they have a great memory and are highly responsive to music. On the emotional side, African gray parrots are known to share their food, and those who receive the food tend to reciprocate the act at a later period. This super smart parrot is unfortunately endangered due to deforestation and poaching. The largest land animal on Earth sits at 4th place. Elephants. These huge mammals belong to the family Elephantidae, with 3 different subspecies, all similar in terms of intelligence. There are also 3 different ways that elephants communicate: sound, touch, and vibration. The subtlest form of these is touch, which delivers chemical cues from one elephant to another. This is how they convey emotions such as anger and happiness. Keeping on this emotional sort of level, their social system mimics that of humans. They have leaders, defensive soldiers, healers, and so forth. Through vibrations, the leaders, soldiers, or any one of them really, have a system to warn others about predators, up to a whooping 10 miles away. Another part of an elephant's intelligence is their high level of self-awareness, not to mention their advanced use tools to perform tasks just like crows. Because their bodies are so huge, their brains are likewise extra large, which in turn gives them a powerful memory. Most of you probably guessed number 3, chimpanzees. These primates share up to 98% of their DNA with humans, so it's no surprise they belong to the same family as humans, Hominidae. Chimpanzees have extremely high self-awareness and a photographic memory that's even better than ours. They can recognize symbols, numbers, patterns, and much more. But their most compelling factor of intelligence is their ability to use tools, which they use to forage for food, hunt prey, and to groom themselves. They can craft spears out of rocks and use them for fishing, just like primitive humans. Chimpanzees also communicate at a highly effective level. They're even able to converse using American Sign Language, something researchers often teach them. These primates tend to pass on what they've learned to other chimps and create new language systems. If you've ever seen a chimpanzee on either TV or in real life, you know that they have extremely human-like facial expressions that go with their emotions. Chimps also have different groups and cultures, with varied systems of leadership, grooming, and foraging practices. We're almost to the number 1 spot, but first the runner-up. Bottlenose dolphins. Dolphins in general are known for their intelligence, but the most intelligent is the bottlenose dolphin, which belongs to the genus Tursiops. In comparison to most animals, they have a huge memory span of more than 20 years. In addition, they have a highly efficient communication system. These brilliant dolphins talk to each other in one language and converse with other dolphins in another. Like other animals on the list, they can also identify patterns, shapes, symbols, and the like. Their self-awareness is also at an advanced level. Bottlenose dolphins often cooperate with a larger predator to hunt common prey. If you've seen one of the popular dolphin shows, you already know that they're easily trained. A bottlenose dolphin often teaches its children tips and techniques for survival. Given their limited limb dexterity, bottlenose dolphins have also attempted to use tools, but with only their bottlenosed flippers, it can prove tricky. Chimpanzees are also still number 1 in that aspect. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the number 1 most intelligent animal besides humans: orangutans. The orangutan has a 97% similarity with human DNA. Also part of the family Hominidae, orangutans boasts the highest level of intelligence and understanding over all the animals on the list. They exhibit tool use, but they can also understand the actual purposes of building things, not just how to do it. If given a choice, they can analyze and clearly pick which tool to use and when. Infant orangutans do not have any self-awareness, but develop it at a high rate as they grow up. As extremely observant animals who are also fast learners, orangutans can both easily and quickly communicate in sign language. Then they teach it to their neighbors. They can coordinate with other orangutans if the carrot and stick approach is followed. Orangutans can also judge the worth of certain items based on their need for the item, resulting in the creation of barter exchanges amongst themselves. These incredibly smart primates can also send warning cries, similar to how the elephants do with vibrations. They can display emotions like chimpanzees, and mimic sounds like parrots. Orangutans certainly earn their spot at number 1 on our list. And that's it for the top 10 most intelligent animals, besides humans. How many did you guess correctly? We doubt anyone got more than 5 correct. But if you did, that's seriously impressive. How many of these animals surprised you? Are there any other animals that you think should have been on the list? Put your thoughts down in the comment section below. We'd love to know them. And as always, make sure to let us know you like the videos with a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss our upcoming uploads.